Welcome to another episode of Real Talk 1012. You got Coach Jeff here.
Coach Ryan,
Jose.
and Damo.
And Damo. Got a couple Steelers that are in the building today to join us with our expert prediction. And we want to talk to you guys also going into this year, looking to defend your title as Community Bowl champions. But before we do that, I want to thank you guys for another great week last week. It's a beautiful week this week, Friends and Family Day. We are excited about that. Got a lot of really cool things that are going on. We're going to be honoring a couple guys that we lost throughout last year and part of this year. We'll be also having some of our sponsoring churches that are out here, and they'll be bringing food, and we'll just be having a great time this week. Another announcement, next Wednesday is the day that we'll be shake and bake for our 10-12 bowling night. So come prepared. Be there at 5:45 next Wednesday, and and we're gonna get it going with bowling. Make sure you know your game day verse, Romans 6:23 this week. Just talking about the free gift of eternal life through Christ Jesus. So make sure that you guys know that before this upcoming week. So without further ado, we wanna bounce a couple of questions off you guys. I know we had Ty on here from the Steelers on our first segment this year, but glad to have you guys. Thank you guys for coming on. So a couple of quick questions that we got for you guys. You guys go into playoffs starting next week. You guys will most likely be the number 1 seed, playing the number 8 seed. But as you look last year into this year, this playoff run that you guys are looking to go on, what do you guys have to do differently going into the playoffs? Whether mindset-wise or just the way that you guys play as a team, what has to be different this year than it was last year?
I don't think we really gotta do anything different, because last year we had that mindset like we're gonna win, we're gonna beat every team, we're gonna blow them out. And this year we had the same mindset, we're gonna win, beat every team and blow them out.
Okay.
I gotta say, like, don't underestimate nobody.
Yeah.
Last year, it was a good but challenging year for us. After being the Bengals, getting blown out every game, and then being the Steelers, where we got destroyed the first 3 games, but then came back with a comeback season. And the Ravens were incredible, but this year we gotta look out for the Colts, the Ravens, and the Eagles. So just don't underestimate nobody in the playoffs.
Yeah. A lot of guys hunting for you guys. That Colts, the Colts team in particular. A lot of people have been bringing that game up as that being a game that we will see very late in the playoffs. Is everybody's prediction. I mean, what do you think as you guys look at that team? What do you think makes that team so special?
Oh, you go first.
They got good players. They got a good quarterback, Trey. Got a good running back. They got good wide receivers. They talk to each other. They got good communication with each other. That's what makes them a special team. And lots of teams don't got that.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I can say is they look like us out there. That's why it's exciting to watch when they're on the field, because they got speed, they got talent, a quarterback with a cannon, a running back that can make big plays, and then they got Teron, Jaheim, the twins.
Yeah.
We don't got a quarterback with
he just got to show up. And also Xavier. Y'all been sleeping on him all year, but Xavier been making big plays.
They the Steelers junior. For real.
The Steelers run.
Steelers juniors. Yeah. They are little daughters.
Man, whatever. So last year to this year, aside from just obviously the step up in competition on the field, what would you guys say is the culture in general? How is it? What have you guys seen this year that's different from last year, as it pertains to things that are not about just football, but just overall brotherhood, anything? How's it been this year as compared to last year, in years past?
Well, from my first year here, I was supposed to play with the Eagles. They were the brotherhood bond, the undefeated team, the showstoppers. This year it's like they just falling apart. They lost their self-control, their discipline, and they just starting to fall apart around so many places where they can be great. They have the potential. They just don't have the mindset to put it there and work at it. Mm-hmm. The Ravens are the same. They still got Coach Kenny. They got their quarterback from the last year, Tay on the sideline, cheering them on. They got their leader Chris, his little brother Quay. They great.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What you think? And I want you to more so talk about, just not just teams in particular, but just the culture out here. You know what I'm saying? This year as compared to last year.
I say people more respectful, because last year it wasn't really respect. Like people wasn't really also people wasn't really knowing the game day verses. They was just taking their jerseys, wasn't saying the game day verse. Now y'all really making sure people say the game day verse.
Yeah.
Now people knowing what they supposed to say.
Yeah.
It's more that's important, because with this football and the league 10-12 is about.
Yeah, yeah. And that's good. So getting back into football, and this is, I would love for all of us to answer that, but as you look at week 1 and even preseason to now, what has been the biggest surprise, maybe a surprise team that you guys thought like, man, I didn't think they would be where they were, or I thought they were going to be better than they were? What's the biggest surprise up through week 7 that you guys got? Yeah.
All right. First, I didn't think the coach was gonna be this nice. I did not think I didn't think when we heard that you was bringing adding 2 more teams, we was like the coach, like they was gonna suck. But now
you told me that
the coach nice, and the Ravens just they ain't how they was last year though. They losing it.
They lost that game in them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What surprise you got?
The surprise I got, so the Colts. I swear, I thought the Colts and the 49ers was going to come in this league if we could just walk over them because they the new kids.
But we is doing that to the 49ers.
You ain't got to say that on air. Thought we was going to walk over them because they was the new teams. The Colts, hey, week 1, they hit us in the mouth. They showed us something different.
Yeah.
Week 1, of course, but they put up a good fight. The Ravens, it's like the Ravens, they got the fight, but they just, all right, how about, whenever they come as a whole team, they're going to dominate.
Yeah.
But when they missing players and missing small parts, it's just going to destroy the whole team.
Yeah.
Last week they didn't have Megamind, Quavon. It just broke them.
Woodbury.
Yeah. And the Redskins, I thought the Redskins was going to fold again. That's why. They played up through the whole season. They ain't get that win yet, but hey, they having fun.
You got good players though. They is putting up points.
Yeah.
Just like the 49ers though.
Yeah.
Through the weeks, they wasn't really putting up points, but now
they building up.
They got more players. They got my man's Corey. He been a leader.
Yeah.
Putting up points. They doing good.
Yeah.
They just got to continue what they doing through the playoffs, and I think they can go far. The new squad they got, I think they can go far in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They just gotta come together, communicate.
See, that thing for me is that I feel like the surprise have been the 49ers and the Redskins. Like last year, maybe like they just wouldn't have showed up again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But week in, week out, 49ers show up and they're putting up points. And they showed that one week they put up 48 points that one game.
On the Falcons.
Yeah, on the Falcons. And then on the Redskins side, I would never sleep on the Redskins in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Can't
man.
sleep on the Redskins in the playoffs because they'll put it to you. The one team that I'm like, I would say the 2 teams that I'm really struggling with this year are the Falcons and the Eagles, because I feel like I don't know who those 2 teams are. Like the Falcons, I feel like it's a veteran team. I feel like I'm just waiting for them just to show me a game that it's just like they're clean on offense, they're hitting their plays, they stay collective as a unit, like talking to each other. And then same thing with the Eagles. Eagles last week surprised me a little bit in that game. They put it together.
Yeah, they did.
I would say they only put it together really for a full half. I'm still waiting for an all-out Eagles game where I see some domination. And I'm hoping to see it maybe this weekend. Dama, what'd you say? You said you had a comment?
All right, for the Falcons, me and Jose been talking about this.
Their receiving core dangerous.
They got a good receiving core.
Dang.
They got Rod,
Yeah.
they got
Malik,
they
Twan,
got-
Darius.
they got one of the best receiving core, but they just
Can't put it all together.
they can't put it together.
Yeah.
That's what we and him was on the phone. We talked about that early. We was talking about that last week. We talked about this today. We was talking about that we talk about that all the time. Like they got a good wide receiver
That's
core.
what I'm saying.
But they just can't put it together.
And it was, and I think so. I would say this: shout out to Darius, because he's a natural athlete. Quarterback is not his major position; his natural position. But he stepped up. Like you don't got anybody else. You got to step up, and that's what he did. Shouts out to him. And I agree. They probably have the best wide receiving core out in the league, you know. But it's all about if they're gonna make throws, if they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, keep at it when they get frustrated and anything like that. So we're gonna do something a little bit different. Here's I'm gonna say the week 7 matchups, and I want you to say if there was. Give me I want a sleeper pick, an upset game that you think is gonna happen this upcoming week. All right. So first game we got Eagles and Colts. Second game 49ers and Redskins. Third game Ravens and Falcons, and then fourth game is Steelers and Seahawks. Do you guys have any upsets in these games, and why?
I got the Seahawks beat the Steelers. I got the Seahawks beat the Steelers. No,
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm not joking. Listen, I'm not joking. The Seahawks.
Come on, yo.
Listen, the Seahawks. Only thing they missing is a true quarterback.
Right.
They have weapons. They have Cam. They have
Andre.
Yeah, Andre. They got
my
Came
man
out last
Isaiah.
week.
They got my man Isaiah, one of the nicest players on the team.
nice
So
too.
that's my son.
Like,
I look up to him.
I told you they have
he
weapons.
look up to me, I do.
That's one thing we can't forget. They have weapons. They just have no quarterback to top it all off. Last year, I can say the star carried the team because he could throw the whole field off his back foot. That was nothing to him.
Yeah.
And he led the team. He ran the plays. He contributed everything. This year is like nobody stepped up to be that leader yet. Nobody stepped up to be that captain. But if all their players show up for this game and they all just put everything they got into the game and find out a new game plan other than just everybody go deep,
Yeah.
then they got a shot against us. I'll give that to them.
All right.
I say the upset is it's not the Seahawks versus Steelers. 'Cause
Y'all, both of y'all better not say that.
it's
I'm about to
not
say
that.
y'all
He don't- I
throwing the
don't know
game
what
for
he
some money or
talking
something.
about. Let me see that. I don't know what he talking about.
Who
I
you
know.
got?
I say the upset. I say that'd be the Colts versus the Eagles.
Who's the upset?
Yeah, that's
The
a good
upset- I
question.
think the upset might be the Eagles. I don't know.
You think the Eagles gonna beat the Colts?
That's
Is
the
that what you're
first. That's
saying?
like that's the first game. Yeah,
You think Eagles beat the Colts?
yeah.
That's only if the
Cause
Colts
that's
players don't wake
that's
up.
if the Colts play. Yeah, cause the
not bad, man.
Colts really don't play
They like
in the
to
morning.
sleep.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
They can't really get
That's
up
a
in the
good
morning.
one. I
The
see you,
Eagles
John,
every
Y'all heard that, right? Y'all
every
got
first
that wrong.
game, every
Got it,
first
boo.
game,
Got
every
the
first
inside
game,
scoop.
every first game the Eagles have. Everyone is there.
Everybody there on
Everybody
time.
there.
30 minutes early.
They there and
Yeah.
they practicing
Yeah.
workouts, everything. I'm trying to tell you, but if the Colts don't wake up in the morning, then the Eagles gonna come. I'm trying to tell you how it's gonna be.
All right. I'm going with I like Damo's analysis right there. I'm all in on that. I got every word that he said. I'm following up. I agree with. I got the Eagles taking over the Colts.
If they don't wake up,
And
If they don't wake up,
if they don't
That's
wake
if
up.
they
if
don't
the
wake
Colts
up,
bring
but-
their whole team,
then it's a blowout.
then I think the
Well,
Colts.
Yo, I don't know about the
I'm
blowout.
saying-
I don't know about the
It's not gonna
blowout.
be a blow. Listen,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is y'all can't forget about what the Colts did to the Falcons. They're down by like 2 to 3 touchdowns at halftime. That's because Trey wasn't even here that game.
Yeah.
Waterboy came late. And when he came, it's like the team got their spirit back. Came back, started slinging the ball. Xavier started scrambling. Xavier stepped up.
They started the Ravens game with 6 guys.
Yeah.
They went
Yeah.
down 2 scores to the Ravens and then came and
back.
blew them out 48-13.
That's true. That's a good point.
That's what I'm saying. The
That's a good
Colts got heart, and
Yeah.
like I said, they're just like the Steelers. They're able to face diversity and go through what they got to go through to come out and get that dub, no matter the circumstances.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually think for this week, I've gambled on them too much, but I don't think too much. The Falcons. I don't know what it is. I'm just a believer in that team, and I think the Falcons are gonna beat the Ravens this upcoming week.
Wow.
And it's not a surprise. They've been playing well. You gotta. So they were missing a couple of guys. I heard. So the games they lost, a couple of guys messed around and went to King's Dominion. I ain't gonna say no names, and they weren't there for the team. You know what I'm saying? But and there, a couple of guys had graduation that day, and that was since they had that big win. Who did they play? The big win
Seahawks.
against the Seahawks. Yeah. After that, they have not played bad games. They were missing some players in the games that they lost, but
Yeah.
I think they are. If you split the league in half, 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top, I think they barely make the upper half of the league, and I think they're gonna prove that this week against the Ravens. I think they're gonna take the Ravens in this game.
Listen, all I'm saying, like I said, the Falcons, their receiving core is nasty.
Yeah.
But Kenny, one thing I know about Kenny, he always got something in his back pocket.
You can't sleep on the Ravens.
You got Rashard, you got Chris, you got Lamont, you got Quavon, Barry.
Yeah.
Their quarterback can make a few plays.
Yeah.
And then on defense, you got you got Megamind in the back. He's a dangerous safety. He can go sideline to sideline in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
If I'm the Falcons, I'm putting man to man on Rashard and maybe double him if they have a zone and then a man on him. You gotta go man to man on Rashard the whole game.
They
No,
won't
you
win. They won't win like that. They won't win.
You got double. You got
do
double.
it
You got
Barry.
double Rashard.
What about Barry? What about Chris? What about?
Everybody keeps
Yeah.
He
saying
wasn't here last week. I don't know if he's gonna show up this week.
Barry, we had a game last week. Everybody
He'll be
was
back.
sore. We was sore.
Listen,
so that's why.
and-
But he'll be back this week.
one thing I want to say is, everybody, only reason y'all still sleep on the Ravens, y'all must have forgot. Chris, my first year here, I thought he was a god. Because he jumped over everybody to get the ball. Like, it was never, he wasn't one of those players to get the ball, make a move and go. Chris, go deep, I'll throw you the ball.
Yeah.
He went downfield, made a big play.
Yeah.
Give contact, get the ball, go. Y'all just keep sleeping on him. But go
You
ahead.
can't sleep on the Ravens. You can't. Like, they gonna come back from that L they took last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
gonna bounce
think
back.
they gonna come back. And I think it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a close. It's gonna be a real close game, man. All the games this week gonna be. I feel like are gonna be good. One game that before we end that we have not hit on, which in my opinion, I think should be game of the week, is this Redskin and 49ers game, right? So at both of these teams, they pretty low. You know what I'm saying in terms of their record, but I know Redskins. One thing Coach Ryan alluded to it. They've not quit. They've been coming out every week. They're hungry for a win. And you know what I'm saying, what better team to take out than the team that's right above you? You know what I'm saying, in the standings. So it's going to be a game. I think 49ers, they got the players that just don't know each other yet. A couple of guys are really shaking out cobwebs, you know what I'm saying, from previous years. And so who do y'all got in that game?
A milkshake says that the Redskins win the game. Telling you that right now.
Two
Telling you
cheeseburgers,
that
and a
Redskins-
milkshake. And a
vanilla
milkshake.
joint?
I want a
Two
chocolate
cheeseburgers
milkshake. Redskins
and a
game.
chocolate milkshake that the 49ers gonna beat the Redskins.
Wow.
First, all right. If
Give
the
me some
Redskins,
analysis.
listen, if the Redskins come out how they came out on us,
Yup.
at halftime score was 6-6.
Yeah,
If they
I
come out like
remember.
that, they got a shot. But if they come out like how they came out every other week, just coming out to, all right, let's go. I give it to them. Okay, they all just a group of kids that come out here, have fun, and they hungry for one. I give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't forget the 49ers. After looking at that team from last week against them,
Yeah.
and then Corey wasn't even there. They got, that's something you gonna want to watch. When playoff time hit, you want to sit in the front row when the 49ers step on that field.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna drink my milkshake afterwards.
No, my milkshake.
My milkshake. Because the 49ers are gonna win this game.
They're going to.
40, you got 49ers?
I got
both of you guys?
49ers.
All right, I got
The
Redskins.
Redskins, I give it to what's his name? Josiah. I get number 17.
Yeah.
I've been talking about him for the longest, saying he
The
trash.
one with the glasses?
No, big
number
big
17. His jersey always droopy. But I give it to him.
Joe. Oh, yeah.
His
yeah.
very first week when he came out, he played against the Eagles. They lost by a touchdown because he had that pick six to close the game out. And then ever since then, every time I turn around, everybody making loud noise, it's him running up and down the field.
Yeah.
He may be one of the biggest players on the team, but he make plays. I get that to him.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then I forgot the kid name. Number 13.
Yeah.
He played for Kenny one
Yep.
year, then he stopped, then he came
Kamari.
back. Kamari. He's a playmaker.
He is.
No, one of the
They gotta-
playmakers is a wide receiver. He got number 6. I don't know his
Yeah,
name. But
yeah,
him, he got the diving pass down there. He nice.
Yeah, when they all come together. And one thing, they have not started games bad. It's always the end of the game that I would say the last. I don't know what it is about. I feel like that 13-minute to go in the game, that mark, it just is like they fall apart. So if they put together a whole streak of games, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be enjoying that milkshake with you. Because I think the Redskins are going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
I would like
want my
the bet.
milkshake.
I would like this bet.
I want my milkshake.
we'll
Strawberry milkshakes.
You miss me. I come
Yeah,
on my
we'll
milkshake.
see. You on the diet. We're trying to get that straight. So we'll
we'll get you
we'll get you some almond milk. You know what I'm saying? Almond milk. Chocolate almond milk. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to Family and Friends Week. It's gonna be a lot of people out here, fellas, that have been hearing about what you guys have been doing on this field. Let's continue to keep it like that and make this narrative a beautiful thing that's happening in West Baltimore.
Sir.
But fellas, thank you guys for coming on. Gotta have you guys on again. Some other times.
Donations. What's up with the donations? In there, donations we're accepting this Saturday.
Oh, yes. Thank you. So if you guys have, not if you guys, we want to challenge you guys to bring a outfit or a pair of shoes that you hold valuable to you that would be valuable to somebody else.
Yeah.
We've been talking about sacrifice practicing, sacrificial giving, and that being a part of being servant leaders. And so you guys see Bryant, who is the Ravens. I think he's number 9 for the Ravens when you guys come on Saturday. But if you can, just dig in the closet and just take something that you would normally wear that you still hold value to, something that's still nice, and bring it to the field this Saturday. And we're going to be able to get it out to somebody in need. You know what I'm saying? So that's a challenge for you guys. I'm going to take the challenge and bring some nice clothes.
Yep.
It's a little bit big. It's a little bit too big. It's a brother out on the street that or somewhere that's probably my size and need it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do that. Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Real Talk 1012. See you guys Saturday.